Hi, I'm Kate O'Donnell with The Productive Teacher, and today I'm going to give you a preview of my Phases of the Moon chart resource. When you download this resource from either Teachers Pay Teachers or my website, you will get a PDF that looks like this. And here I have my terms of use and information for you. Here I have a link to the digital version of the resource, which we will look at in a minute. Down here I have the printable reading passage that you can print out and give to your students. Here is the printable activity where students can cut out these pictures of the moon and put them on these squares and then label them to show the phases of the moon in a chart. And then here's the answer key. And here are video links to different videos about the phases of the moon. Now, if we go back up here and click to get the digital version, it will prompt you to make a copy. That way you can make changes to it without affecting other people who also own the document. So here is the copy of the Phases of the Moon chart. Again, I have information for you at the top. This slide explains how to share this document or certain slides of this document with your students. You can also see this last link right here. That is going to get you back to a printable version of the resource in case you want to access it from here. Here is the same video list that was in the printable version, but this way your students can access it on Google Classroom. All of these are YouTube videos. The first one is audio of me reading the passage. I know that when I was in the classroom, I had many students that preferred me to read the passage to them, but that isn't always possible as you are working with all of the other students. So this way students who want the passage read to them can use that link. Now here are the information pages. This is the same exact information in the printable version, but this one I have broken it down into chunks since I think that works better for a digital resource. So here it talks about the phases of the moon, why scientists name them that way, why it works that way. Here's a lunar calendar so that students can see that we don't have full moons on the same day every month. And then the text explains why. And then here we have the same activity as the printable version, but this one is digital. So as long as your students are in edit mode, they can move these pictures around and complete a chart of the phases of the moon. And then here is a reflection page that I like to include with all of my digital units. This is an opportunity for students to create a mind map of what they learned about the phases of the moon that will help them make the connection between what they are learning and the neural networks in their head. Here are some comprehension questions. These are different than the comprehension questions in the printable version, and that's just about space. I like to have 4 comprehension questions that are printed out on a page so students have plenty of room to write. Here on the digital, I can fit 6. So you actually get 10 comprehension questions. There might be 1 or 2 that are the same. You can use 1, both, neither, whatever works for your classroom. And then here are the flashcards for rapid review. This is kind of the special sauce when it comes to learning about a new topic. We need our students to constantly go back and practice remembering what they learned. And my favorite way to do this is through flashcards. It only takes, a couple of minutes, especially this is a very specific topic, so there's not a ton of flashcards. So just a couple of minutes a day, and they will remember it so much better than just doing the activity. So you can see I have questions and answers that students can click through. There's not a ton of them. Well, there's some. Let's get to the end. And then you get the answer key. So this you may decide not to share with your students, or you may want to, so that they can take ownership of their learning and checking their work. Here's an example of a mind map that I made about the phases of the moon. As an example, if you had questions about what it might look like, you can also print this page for students or just have them make a mind map in their science notebooks. And then here are the answers to the questions and the answer key for the activity. I hope this was helpful and you got a good idea of everything included in my Phases of the Moon chart resource. Thanks so much for watching.